Once teams have gone through the pre-meet process of their worksheet and the coach actually completing the lineup on their spreadsheet, the pre-entry process and all those other hoops to jump through, teams will actually go through the process of entering their athletes into the computer for the given meet. In order to do this, we will go to Meets, select the meet that we're going to do the entries for, and go to Entries. We'll do entries by event in this situation. For every time you do this process, note in the top middle of the screen it says Swims for Team. You must select your team for this. This tells the computer to assign all entries to this team. For the relay events, let's go down here to the 9 and 10 girls medley relay. To enter a relay into a relay event, right in the middle of the screen we have New Relay. We're going to click on that button and note down here A has appeared, the ENT box for entered has popped up. If there's a time in the system for that particular relay, it'll bring up their best time. Note an HT and LN column. These are heat and lane. We have to input a heat and lane for every entry in the meet. If we do not do this, this information will not be properly transferred into Meet Manager during the entry process. Every entry needs a heat and lane. To input that information, click on the box for heat. For example, heat 1. Click over to the next box, 4. For all dual meets, the home team swims in the even lanes, the visiting team swims in the odd lanes. Once you've populated the heat and lane boxes, you can assign swimmers to that particular relay. This can be done by either double clicking on an athlete, they'll appear in the first available slot, or you can drag and drop them by clicking on the left mouse button and moving the mouse over while holding the button down. Note the fish appears, you let go, and there's your relay entry. So again, the swimmers may be added to the relay either by dragging and dropping or double clicking. To remove them, simply double click and it'll remove that athlete from the relay. Populate the relay. Say for example you wanted to actually swim up a swimmer on this relay. To view swimmers that are below the maximum age of that age group, in this case we got 10-year-olds, if we click on Show Swim Up Athletes, it actually lists every swimmer under the age of 10. This gives you the option of pulling up a younger swimmer onto your relay. Once that's done, you're able to go through the process of individual entries. That's the entry process for a relay event. To do entries for an individual event, if we scroll down the list of events up here, let's go to the, say for example, 13, 14 girls, 50 freestyle, event 21. Notice again, I left the box clicked for Show Swim Up Athletes. This lists all the athletes under the maximum age. If I just want to view swimmers from a particular age group in the 13 to 14 range, if I unclick that box, it just lists swimmers ages 13 and 14. To enter swimmers for for individual events, if we click on the ENTRD box, the entire line goes to yellow. Note again, we have to input the heat and lane for that particular event. For example, heat 1, lane 4. The next swimmer we enter, heat 1, lane 2. Say for example we tried to enter a swimmer in a lane that's already occupied. Heat 1, lane 2 again. High Tech will actually tell us, wait a minute, that lane is occupied. Select a different one. Note there's also a box for EXHIB, for exhibition. That box should never be checked in Team Manager. High Tech Meet Manager will recognize any swimmer that is not in Heat 1 automatically as an exhibition swimmer. There's no need to click the EXHIB box for any of your entries. In fact, this will prevent your swimmers from getting ribbons for their swims. So make sure that you do not check the exhibition box for your swimmers. You'll go through this process for all of your events, and once you're done, that will complete the entry process.